It's all starting to look a little bit better out there on the markets right now, as Bitcoin is still holding that level at around about $29,500. Today, the price of Bitcoin is around $30,100, and I'm going to explain to you what is going to happen next. And I'm quite optimistic about this. As I've been talking about for a while, the price of Bitcoin is ranging between $29,500 and $32,000, and we need a breakout of that range. But that doesn't seem that likely at this point in time. Bitcoin is just ranging between those levels, and the play is in the altcoin market, and we are seeing those returns today. I have now closed my XRP trade. I was long on the price of XRP, but I've now closed that trade at these levels here. It might be a little bit too early, but I was long since 75 cents, the current price being 83 cents. From my perspective, good time to be taking profit and rolling those profits into something else. And the question is, what am I going to roll those profits into at this time? What is looking particularly good? Well, we're going to discuss that in today's video. So if you wouldn't mind, do drop a like on this video. Let's try and get one like. Let's try and get one comment. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. My community barely leaves a comment. I have the guys that always comment first, and they're great. I love you guys. But apart from those guys, it's just bots. So if you wouldn't mind, do leave a comment down below. I'd love to reply and have a conversation with you, some of you down there. And let's crack on with the video, of which XRP looking fantastic right now. But the play right now is on the price of Ethereum. Ethereum, as I've been talking about for a while, is where I'm starting to build a position. And I've had this position open here on BYBIT for a while. It's been sat in a bit of a loss when it was down here. As it is right now, it's $2,400 in a loss, but it is nearly a $600,000 position. And my goal here is to really scale this position up. I think the market, or rather participants in the market, are wrong when they have such bearish opinions on the way that things are going to head from here. There isn't really a good narrative at this point in time for a bearish perspective, being that, look, if the SEC was going to appeal the XRP ruling, they probably would have made some murmur of that by now. And even if they were to appeal it, they would probably lose that, and it would drag on for another couple of years. So we would have some temporary price impact to the downside, but it wouldn't really mean all that much for the crypto market, because at the end of the day, XRP still legitimate. So I mean, at this point in time, with the court's ruling, it wouldn't change anything, and that court ruling could change at a later date. But for now, it remains legitimate, and that is good for the crypto industry. So I think the play right now is on the altcoin market, especially with the way that Ethereum is looking, because we've been measuring the price of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, or rather Bitcoin dominance, for a while now. And as I pointed out when it was up here, this is a bearish pattern, and it was likely to start dropping to the downside. It has started dropping to the downside. Bitcoin dominance is looking weaker than what it has done in recent weeks. If we just start zooming out on this chart, I think the Bitcoin dominance is going to come back down and retest these levels here, which means that we should have some kind of altcoin rally. If we're looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin right now, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, if you're wondering what span of time this is, if you look down here, this is May 2021. This is 2 years. 2 years Ethereum has been sat in this range here, forming this giant inverse head and shoulders pattern. And my projection for Ethereum would be a rise up to the higher level of resistance at these levels here, which would be a 20% rise against the price of Bitcoin. Now, during that period of time, there's no telling what Bitcoin's going to do, but generally you would expect, look, if Ethereum's going to make a move like that, you would expect Bitcoin is going to be slowly uptrending, but only slowly. You would expect that the crypto market is starting to heal, and altcoins, maybe finally, they start to make some very good returns, because it's been a while now in the crypto markets, and I'm a bit down about that. It's been a while since we've had any serious movement in the altcoin space. Don't forget, I started this altcoin challenge nearly 3 months ago at this point. It was only meant to be a 3-month challenge, and in the span of 3 months, we've made $3,600. An absolutely pathetic gain, considering my skills, considering my experience, and considering my very good hit rate. I'm actually pretty pleased that we've managed to survive all of this and still work out with a profit here. But considering all of that, you would expect a better return. And I expect a better return than that. That kind of return is unacceptable, but we can't do anything doing an altcoin challenge in the middle of an altcoin bear market. But I think that altcoin bear market is coming to an end soon. I think that altcoins are going to have a bit of resurgence, and that resurgence is going to be reflected, of course, in the prices. we're seeing right now, in terms of the stock market, we're nearly back at all-time highs in the stock market. It's looking tremendous. If we look at the way that the dollar is performing, the dollar continues to look terrible. It might be up 0.36% a day, but it's only making a dead cat bounce here. And it's like when Bitcoin's in a bear market, it will just keep dropping to the downside. It might make a few daily gains here and there, but overall, it's not really going to make any kind of significant movement because it is ultimately quite bearish. It's just hitting this level of support here. It'll bounce around a little bit and then it'll keep dropping to the downside. The dollar is in a terrible situation right now because A, of what China is doing, and B, because of what China is doing when it comes to all of these oil deals around the world. People now trading oil in Chinese yen rather than American dollars. That's affecting the prices of the dollar because there is less demand for the dollar because there isn't less of a need for it. So that's making the price of the dollar decline. At the same time, with falling interest rates, that means there is less people saving, more people spending. The value of the dollar starts to decline as well. So on that, the question is, what is the play to be making? Well, I think that the play on XRP is a good one. I just think there are better ones available in the market right now. And if you want to know more about these plays, go over to my main channel, which is That Martini Guy. I'm going to go and do a live stream after this stream, and we are going to talk altcoins for 2 hours, and then I'm going to go to bed, get up early, and then tomorrow, it's XTP day. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because that's exciting, and it's been coming for a while, but I said this week, it's going to be this week. I apologize for the delays. Sometimes there are delays. Unfortunately, these things take a long time, and I've had a bit of a mental block when it comes to it because of the sheer amount of demand for all of this XTP related content. I can tell you now, the interview with the CEO of TAP has been edited. So that's pretty exciting. But at the same time, I want to post some content before I post that interview. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, we've also got an interview today that I wanted to post from Kathy Wood, the founder of ARK Invest. ARK Invest is a major cryptocurrency venture capital firm that bought a bunch of Coinbase shares when Coinbase shares were right down at the bottom. They've since taken some profit on those shares, but this is what she had to say about funds flowing back into the crypto space.
Kathy, I do want to talk a little bit more about the flows because it's interesting. It's not just your funds. If you look at some of the best performing ETFs year to date, they're crypto-linked ETFs. They track equities that are related to crypto companies, and yet they're not seeing the flows come in despite the performance. And when you think about that and you think about your lineup, what do you think is going to take for you to really see the flows come back? Is that going to be a rate cut, or what do you envision?
Actually, in July, we're seeing the flows come back. The study's out there through June. So flows are coming back. And I think one of the reasons is we established, ARKK, our flagship strategy, established a base over the last year. And it has been trading up and down through that base. And the base topped out at 45. Well, we broke through that, and I think a lot of investors and maybe more who are technically oriented are looking now at a breakout in our strategy. So we'll see if it continues. We've enjoyed positive inflows in July, which have cut in half the outflows. I think our outflows are just something like 200 or 200 plus million, which on a non...
In short, that's good news. It's what you want to hear. You want to hear big venture capital firms saying, look, money is flowing back in. We are seeing that right now. And I'm seeing that as well with regards to my businesses. I'm seeing more money starting to come back in. I'm starting to see more interest. We're seeing the traffic on cryptosavingexpert.com picking up significantly. Thousands of people taking courses on there for absolutely free. With a new service coming in the next few weeks, which is pretty exciting. There's just a lot of developments going on. People have been building for the past 12, 18 months now during this bearish period of time, and we can expect some good news. So I guess the question is, at what levels is Bitcoin going to break out, and what levels is Ethereum going to break out? And that, on Bitcoin, is pretty simple. We are literally at this level of resistance right here. We get rejected, we go all the way back down again, and things look rough again tomorrow, and then they continue trading sideways. From this perspective right here, we need to close an hourly candle today, or rather a daily candle above $30,000. We close that daily candle above $30,000 today. Things are looking very, very healthy. In terms of a break back upwards, then you would expect Bitcoin's price to keep just ranging in this range all the way back up to potentially around 30,500, potentially as high as $31,000 up here, and then you just keep on bouncing around in this range. There isn't really a lot that I expect from Bitcoin. For me, Ethereum is the play because I expect that Ethereum is looking just really good. Compared to the way that Bitcoin is looking, this is genuinely looking like a pretty serious breakout, and that breakout level that we're looking for is not really that far away from where the price currently is, to be honest. The price is currently $1,915. I'd say the breakout level somewhere around $1,920. We start closing hourly candles with $1,920 and the entire market suddenly starts looking just great. So overall, I am bullish on the crypto markets. Shut up, Siri. This watch, it's always listening to what you're saying. I might get rid of it. I do like the fact that it tracks your health and everything like that. But other than that, it's always listening. Always. It's a bit annoying, really. Either way, yeah, everything is starting to look better than what it was doing. I'm quite optimistic about the markets. I'm generally quite optimistic anyway, but I do think that we are headed for a breakout, especially on the altcoin market and the Ethereum market. And I'm making trades based upon that theory. Of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link for BYBIT in today's video description, the best trading exchange. And that is the trading exchange currently that I am sat in a loss on. I believe that one of my subscribers has also set up a Telegram. I believe that also one of the subscribers of this channel has set up a fund on BYBIT that you can now copy trade the things on this channel, which is funny because now we are the #3 fund on BYBIT with the highest amount of assets under management, 1.182 million assets under management, which is great news. It's good to see somebody following the trades from the channel and then pretending to be me on BYBIT, setting up a TNG Trades copy trading account and then making a 1,079% profit. So I'm very pleased to see that. It's not me that runs it, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? So if you are interested in trading, if you are interested in copy trading the trades from this channel, then you'll find a link in today's video description for BYBIT. Click on that link, sign up, make an account. You get up to $30,000 for free. We are giving away a Rolex to all the people, not to all the people, to one of the people that signs up on the affiliate link. So that's pretty cool as well. Check it out. But on that note, make sure you've dropped a like on this video, especially if you want Bitcoin's price to go up. Tell your friends, tell your family about this YouTube channel here. We're making some big gains, lots of subscribers coming in. If you look at this right here, you can see that although I don't really make any money from doing these videos, we have now got 18,357 subscribers, which is fantastic. I apologize for making these faces in the thumbnail, but you know, I've got to do it, unfortunately. That's the state of the market that we're in, isn't it? You've got to make a funny face at a camera in order to get views. So thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And of course, I hope to see you again in the next video. I'll be going live this evening on the That Martini Guy main YouTube channel. And see you all in a few moments' time, I guess. Goodbye.